Mr. Mark Cohen, Jim Bell here. Hey, I have been meaning to piece together the video that I did after we had lunch several weeks ago at Rudy's in Colorado Springs, wherein you shared with me a great idea. We brainstormed a lot about what I needed to do to get these big honking shelving units moved away from my shop walls in order to prepare for insulation to be installed. So I came back that afternoon. I had a pretty light work day, fortunately, and I went to work. I had stopped at Tractor Supply and bought the materials I needed, and you had this great idea to put together these almost like skateboard carriage units that I could put under each of these shelving units and effectively roll them away from the wall. So I'm piecing together the video that shows that. It is a little bit lengthy. There's probably some places I could cut it out, but I just wanted to get it out to you and show you the project and how it came, and was a huge success. Those caster wheels I had to buy are not cheap, as you probably know, so I probably have close to 60, 80 bucks into the entire project, but I have got, as you'll see, surprise outcome in that I ended up making them permanent. And so I spent more money to add permanent caster mechanisms to all of the storage units. So if I ever want to move them again, and I've already done one, I've already moved one from its original location. If I want to move them again, it will be simply a matter of unloading what's on them down to a light level and unlock the casters and move them. So kudos to you, Mark. I love brainstorming with you on these projects, and we came up with a good one. It was primarily your idea, so I'm going to give you the credit, but it came out beautiful, and I'm going to show you now, so follow me along.
Here's the one I'm starting with. So there's 1, 2, 3. So there's really 3. This one is not that big of a deal. It's the old upright metal kind. So these are the 3 big ones that I've got to get away from the wall. And then when my workbench comes, I'll get this thing here unloaded and get that moved away as well. And I'll probably tear that down into raw lumber for use. I'll repurpose that on something else. So I got this, had a bunch of chemicals, you know, sprays and lubes and paints and stuff like that. I've already unloaded all of that. I got all the heavy stuff off. There was some heavy things on here. I've got all of that off. There's really nothing too meaty left. And so I see I've got about a 4.5 inch rise down there at the bottom, right there. And I'm going to build this this platform that you suggested that essentially allows me, I will jack up one end of this thing and I will slide that platform on coasters underneath and see if I can kind of get it up there enough to roll it a few feet, a couple feet away from the wall. And this is my first one, my experimental. It had the least amount of stuff to move. So I'm going to be working and giving you some progress updates as we go. Thanks, Mark. Great idea today. Let you know in a minute. Hey, Mark, here is an update. I decided, the more I thought about it, I'm going to make 2 little skateboard platforms with these wheels. And I didn't realize it, but I bought one that doesn't rotate. I didn't catch that, but that's probably fine. Gives it a little more stability. So I just need to point it in the right direction. And then this one spins and locks. So what I'll do is I'll make 2 of these. I'm on my way to the second one now. And I will jack up each end of this thing and put them under kind of like about the midway point here on the ends. And another one here, and I think I can roll this thing right out a few feet or as many feet as I want, and then I will simply jack up the unit the unit again on each end and take them out so that I can use them to go move these other two. Now, one of them is loaded pretty heavily, as you can see. One of them's got a bunch of wood. That wood's going to have to go. That's going to be pretty heavy probably. But in this one, I'll have to unload a lot of stuff and get it out of the way. But ultimately, I think this concept will, I'll have to, you see I've got more space here, so I'll have to, may have to, ooh, and that's not as sturdy. May have to do something to solidify that a little further in terms of the structural strength on the bottom. I'm just now recognizing he built them a little differently, which I didn't notice before. So you've got a little work to do to figure that out. Might have to take everything all the way off in order to lift them up, and I'm probably going to have to do something to strengthen the underside before I jack them and put the carriages underneath. So that's the update for now. Third update here. I've got the two little rolling platforms here set up. They're unlocked, I'm noticing, so that's a good thing. And they're both about 28 inches in length. The width of the base here is about 24 inches. I figured having a little excess out so I can better reach the locking mechanism on these. And what I'll do is I'll stick them under there, and I'll put this one in the back underneath and this one out exposed so I can reach the locks if I need to with my feet. So that's the deal. About to get the jack out and probably jack up this end to begin with. I've got it mostly unloaded, as you see, and nothing really heavy, so I think it'll be fine. And like I said, these casters support, I think, 400 pounds a piece. So all in, if you talk about weight distribution, you know, I got over 1,000 pounds of support there. Actually, way over 1,000 pounds. So anyway, stand by for the next update. Hey, Mark, quick update. Just ran into a little glitch here when I went to try to jack it up. The jack at its baseline set level was too high to get it under, so I had to get a big 2x6 and create some leverage to get some lift, and I was able to get this one little platform thing down underneath. So that's good. Now I've got to work on the other side, and I'm about to put a 2x4 underneath this to give me some leverage on the jack to get it jacked up, where I've got a little room now because of the lift over there. So anyway, a little interesting glitch there. The fact that the thing is pretty low made that a challenge, so I'll keep you informed. Okay, Mark. Hey man, I had to do the same kind of thing over here. I had to jack this end of it up because the wheels are too tall on the little wooden pedestals there that I created. So anyway, got it up, got the second one in. They're both in. I got this thing pretty well unloaded. It's light enough that I think it'll roll right out. So anyway, that's an update for now, and more to come. Hey Mark, Jim here again. Hey, just wanted to follow up and show what I ended up doing here. These little platforms became permanent, and so the thing is permanently on rollers. It's a little higher than I would like, but I wanted some heavy-duty rollers, so that's kind of the price I had to pay. I wanted some really nice, easy rolling, lockable rollers. So anyway, got some braces in there now that kind of lock them in to the shelving unit, and I had a little more trouble over here with this one because he didn't build this quite the same way. So, but I did get it. I did make that work, and after this project is the insulation is done, I'm going to actually lean these over and fix this structural issue that he took a shortcut and left the brace off this front, this horizontal brace. And once I have that on, I'm going to do the same thing with these other two shelving units. That one And that one over there that has not been unloaded and moved yet, I'll get that unloaded in the morning, and get all that wrapped up before they get here. So anyway, they needed about 5 feet from the walls to do the insulation work, and I've just about got most of it done. I got so this is done. I got 5 feet here, all the way around. Got 5 feet here. Got 5 feet over on that far wall. I just have these two little, not little, this one shelving unit right here, and then this little metal one right here. So I'll get those unloaded. I'll move this car and the John Deere and the side-by-side in the morning and give me a little more room to get these things cleared out and moved out. So anyway, what a great idea you had, man. And I'm gonna make it permanent on all these units. So I still need to put some braces on this back side, as you can see down there. I didn't put those on yet, but I will. So, and it rolls like a dream, man. It took a good hour to create the solution and about 10 seconds to roll that puppy out. It was sweet, and of course using bigger rollers made a big difference too. So anyway, I'll piece all this together when I'm done and send you the full story. Talk to you later, Mark. Thanks again for lunch. See ya. Bye.